Ses 1 2 3. Evet, şimdi neler yaşandı? En son oyun oynarken CPU'nun sıcaklık değeri çok yüksekti. Termal macun yenilemesi gerekiyor diye söylemiştim. Kuzenim geldi sağ olsun yanında da. Şimdi ona rağmen aslında kasma yapıyor ama şu an birazcık daha temiz gibi. Ya en azından sıcaklık değeri yüksek değil. Şimdi bu bizi nereye götürür bilmiyorum. Ama en azından biraz daha belki CPU'nun sıcaklık değeriyle veya ısınmasıyla alakalı bir sorun varsa en azından onu çözmüş olduk. Şimdi kaldığımız yerden devam edeceğiz ve oyunu bir noktada bitireceğiz. Nasıl sonlanır bilmiyorum. Mesela şu an hala gördüğünüz gibi kasıyor. Ama en azından o soru işaretini ortadan kaldırmış olduk yani.
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slip... Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to... He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance. There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous.
What is it? What have you and Sebastian?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been...
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never...
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping purebloods. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this... She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. Get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne.
I see what you've done here, and I... Very well. I shall tell you what I know. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant...
Incendio!
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with the previous.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
Its 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics on this.
Ben açacağım yani, okey.
Confringo! Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Revelio!
I must prove my point. We do not need to use the dark arts as family instructs. When I reach the scriptorium, I will find evidence that there is more to something than we realize. I have written to my brother. He now knows how I access the corridor's entrance and that there is no straight path to reach the scriptorium. It's a maze with many challenges to solve. I hope that my brother will follow my lead and we can study our ancestry legacy together. Bir saniye. yağmur yağıyor. Benim içerisi ıslanmış biraz da. Evet.
A journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt! Ominous! The family is here! The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear.
You hear a voice.
It started when you repaired that relief. I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak past the tongue. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will. I'm hoping you're having second thought.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous. You possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us,
Never mind. There's no clear way
Revelio.
forward.
like a maze.
Confringo!
Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look
Revelio.
closely at each gate for clues.
Confringo! The dial requires focus.
Art Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy. This is looking rather dire, isn't it?
You sound surprised. We're in a maze designed by Salazar Slytherin.
All the gates have symbols. And there are symbols on the dial.
There's bound to be a map.
Burada yazıyormuş, okey.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome. Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself. But you got to it first.
Revelio.
Nice work. We've got more to solve ahead.
Search each corridor. It may not be obvious which leads where.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
That's running the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian. That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive. Nice work.
Confringo. Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did. And she was my favorite person in the world for it.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going. Another welcoming sort, was he? Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium. I spotted something ahead.
Revelio.
Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Crucio.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Hadi bakalım, Crucio yapman lazım dostum. Also, I'm locked in. I heard a scream and I saw the tortured face. The only way forward is with an unforgivable curse. Even if I wanted to cast it, I have no one upon whom to do so. Salazar created a malicious challenge indeed. In my last correspondence to my brother, I invited him here. Now, if he looks for me alone, I'll let him to his death. Despite our differences, I wish him no ill. I wish we had parted on better terms. Nocturne.
Ominous. A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
Hadi bana öğret.
You said you know what to do.
That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you?
He does seem a bit cross with you.
Good. Work. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Hadi sus da bana Crucio yap.
Ominous. I had...
Salazar Slytherin did. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young.
Should have known he would have told you. I'm as guilty as the worst. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want... That spell's the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort... If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast...
Ridiculous. As if dying in here... It's up to us. I can...
Wait. You didn't say you knew how to cast...
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to... I think I can cast this if I...
I don't want to learn the curse, but I can handle the pain. It's fine. Cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Crucio!
Are you all right?
That pain, it was excruciating. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
Made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
Niye bunu alamıyorum?
Revelio. Sebastian, Ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
Revelio.
O kadar acının üstünde bir içki gider. I fear we shall never come to an accord. I cannot persuade even one of them listens to the reason. I had dare hope that Godric's thoughts were aligned with my own, that he understood why the caliber of student needed to be exceptional, but he has fallen prey to the ridiculous notion that muggle-borns are somehow as capable as purebloods. He was furious when I expressed my displeasure at his thoughts on the matter, though thoughts he had not yet put voice to. I tire of the discord and can no longer bear witness to the corridors full of inept children masquerading as witches and wizards. It is with heavy heart that I now know I must go from here. Pardon. I shall place the creature into a deep sleep in its chamber until it can be awakened by one who shares my views, a descendant willing to reverse the damage that the others have so carelessly wrought, one who shall rid the school of those unworthy of Hogwarts that would serve only to stain my legacy.
Revelio.
Evet, burada yılana
What do you
güzel bir
think?
gönderme
Looks like a
yapılmış.
spell book of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what.
What will you do with Slytherin's spell?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professed. But I can do that later. For now, It's breathtaking.
I'm getting an uneasy feeling about this place. We shouldn't linger here. Let's find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Buradan mı ayrılıyormuştu? Okey.
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
Defender! There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he could...
He seemed trustworthy. Difficult to know, really.
Well, that's something, I suppose. Supposing he can be trusted.
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his...
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something.
Lord Gok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say... Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting
Rookwood Castle.
my former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league.
My descendant? Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle. Not only is it the location of the next trial, It is home to a source of power that would be I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my...
Very well, sir.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Görevler bir yüklensin.
Wonder who lives here.
Evet, görevler yüklensin diye bekliyorum ama bir şey yüklenmedi yani.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Over here!
What's going on here?
They're working together, all right. But I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate.
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Make it the right one.
Sounds like a lot of work. Perhaps we just tell him we look. Well, if he
It
asks.
does sound easier. Let's do that.
You can't stop Ranrocks from Alien!
Bu ne abi? Zaten görüleceksek direkt kapışalım yani. Beni niye uğraştırıyor ki?
Fall dead asleep on my
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Çık bakalım.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the
I
country...
wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the key.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood's.
Let's get into that castle. Revelio.
Any special word you want me to pass on to your mum? Might want to look up. Explosive window.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Had enough?
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Don't do that.
Another pitiful beast caught in my trap.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Compulso. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender. Incendio. Descendo. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Ya süpürge niye kullanılamıyor abi ya? Bir gidip şeyleri satacaktım. Kıyafetleri.
Revelio.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Revelio. Compulso. Revelio.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead. This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about
Revelio.
that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle and have broken open some sort of...
No. Things are more... If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned.
And sir, they know you were a keeper.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss it.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. But power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock. And man,
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to...
I shall reveal the path.
Revelio.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Of.
That pillar is blocking the path. Wingardium Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defender. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Defender. I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how? Revelio. There's a pillar here, but no ledge near it for me to grab onto. Expelliarmus!
Ne oluyor lan?
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defender!
Kılıcın sahibi nerede abi? Anladım. Kılıcın sahibi yok. Biz öyle takılacağız.
Expelliarmus!
Niye? Ben göremiyorum.
Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Compulso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Depulso! Accio! Accio! Depulso! Accio!
Nasıl hareket edeceğiz bunu diyecektim.
Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio.
Eyvah öldük.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo.
Yani anlaki olan şeylerin en önemlisi tabii ki de bilgisayarımın şu an nedenini bilmediğim bir şekilde kasması yani. Maalesef çözüm bulamıyorum yani. Yani önceden olmasa neyse diyeceğim.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Defendo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Descendo. Depulso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus.
Bana yine ölecek bir çizgi geliyor ama hiç hasar almadan oynarsam bir şey olmaz.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo.
Neden? Of. Şimdi Grindelwald potion'umuz da yok.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo.
Ya mesela spamlıyorum yemeyeyim diye hasarı.
Incendio.
Ya şimdi yani tilt olmadan ne yap yani? Yemin ediyorum ki yani şu oyunun hani 15-16 saat oynadıktan sonra böyle sorunlarla karşılaşınca hani oyunun sonuna gelince normalde daha keyifli olursun. Çünkü hani hadi öldürün. Oyun şimdi ortalama 23-24 saat falan sürecek bir oyun. Biz 20 saat oynamışız. Oyunun tam sonlarına geliyoruz. İşte 50 tane potion vardı. Bir tane potion kalmadı. Oyun kasıyor. Oyun oynanmıyor yani. Oyunun normalde hikayesinin en keyifli olmasının gerektiği noktaya gelip de yani böyle bir mod düşüklüğü yaşanmam. Yani sebebi oyundan mı benim bilgisayarımdan mı kaynaklı bilmiyorum. Sorunu bilsem zaten çözmeye çalışırım. Ama demem o ki yani çok keyif kaçırıcı.
Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Confringo.
Keşke harcamasaydım bunu.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Protego.
Bak oyunum kasıyor işte abi bak oyunum kasıyor ya lanet olsun ya.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo.
Yemin ediyorum sırf X cancellandığı için yetişiyor sadece.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Protego. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo.
buna Q basmak lazım yoksa sıkıntıya gireceğiz. Sonunda. Bu kadar çaba sarf etmemize de gerek yoktu aslında da bilgisayar kasıyor işte. Anlık.
What a relief.
Harbiden var ya Elif ya. Çok yerinde söyledin oğlum. Continue exploring Charles Rookwood trial.
Confringo. Incendio. Revelio.
Tahmin etmiştim zaten. İzleyelim.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isadore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
Tahmin edilebilir zaten. Isadora Morganach'ın gücü farklı bir şekilde kullanmasıyla beraber farklı şeylere yol açtığı.
You're back. And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well. And we shall learn how he... Well done today, as always.
Hogwarts'a kış geldi ha. Evet, bir kere daha yataktan kalktık. Mesajlar ve mektuplar yağsın.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke mentioned you might be interested in learning how to breed beasts.
Bu kadar mı? Bunu şey yapamıyor muyuz ya? Untrack quest abi. Ya bunu direkt sil yani. Tamam, şöyle yapalım. Bugünlük bu kadar yeter olsun. Yani şöyle. Oyun maalesef artık eskisi kadar pürüzsüz değil. Ama yine de oynayıp sonunu görebileceğimiz kadar da oynanabiliyor yani. Hani çok daha kötü olabilirdi. O yüzden oynayıp sonunu görürüz. Bakalım sonunda bizi ne bekliyor. Bye bye.